Hey guys, here's Omni121 here with my 14th battle. I just sped up the beginning of the whole thing. Anyway, I go for the Icy Wind because it's a speed tie between Gengar and Alexam. No, Alexam is 10 base speed faster, so I thought he would be faster, but he's probably modest then. Going for the special attack instead of the, or maybe bulky because he does survive the Shadow Ball. But he takes me down to my focus sash. This is a counter sash Gengar, but I don't get to use its counter. Icy Wind, Shadow Ball, counter, explosion. Explosion or focus blast. But it's a double down, no rocks, not anything. So the legendary double special attack from Generation 1 from the anime that were always enemies just took each other out because of the future sight that he used. So here he goes to Lucario on the blind switch. I go to Giraffe Rig since it's scarfed, and normally you go to your scarfed guy when it's a blind switch, really. Go for the trick here. Yeah. Lock the Lucario into whatever move it chose, because I presumed it would be a normal physical Lucario. Sorry, I'm not as enthusiastic as the last couple battles. I just came home and I'm really tired. And it's only a Wednesday, but not Wednesday when I'm uploading it, obviously when I'm narrating it. But anyway, goes for the extreme speed because he's locked in. I definitely know that Gliscor can take it. Not very defensive, my Gliscor, not EV'd in too much, but it's got beast defense anyway. And so, yeah, I predict the switch into something that can take an earthquake and just go for the toxic, since poison and steels can't take earthquakes, but can take toxic, so it was a safe move to go for unless he went into a Gengar or something similar, or Weezing, which is a very good Gliscor counter, or Gligar counter, because it can't do too much. So switching to Glalie here, predicting the Dragon Dance, knowing that I have priority Ice Shard, which is 4 times super effective, banded, stab, so about what, 60, 90 times 4, which is 360 base power, which is almost as powerful as Explosion, which is 500 base power in Generation 4, since it halves your opponent's defense, but it doesn't do that in Generation 5 anymore. But anyway, so the 360 base power move off a base 80 attack, max attack Adamant, so not too high, but it's about approximately 300. And it still doesn't take out the Dragonite. It shows how Dragonite is ridiculously bulky. But I think in Gen 5 it will be a bit outshunned by other guys, other dragons like Sazendora, and the new Dragon Dancing Dragon, the one that looks a bit like Garchomp. Can't remember what it's named, the one with 2 blades. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, I got my action replay back today, which probably doesn't affect you because I'm just gonna upload regularly anyway. But yeah, so I just PP stall here. Well, PP stall, outrage toxic stall. The guy, I should be getting a new webcam as well tomorrow, or something similar. But yeah, just go for the roost. Just stalling out the toxic. It does, even after the roost, it does decent amount of damage. The Dragonite is both offensive and defensive at the same time. Though it is weak to Stealth Rock and 4 times weak to Ice, and weak to Rock and Dragon, which are fairly common moves. Not, well, Rock is pretty common, Ice is fairly common, and Dragons are common on other dragons. Yeah, since he is weak to a couple of often used moves. It's not the best, but it's still pretty good. After Salamancer's gone to Uber, it can become king once again. But maybe Flygon. So here, I predict the Spore going into my Glaceon, Scarfed Glaceon, no, Specs Glaceon with Sleep Talk. So I know that if I am lucky, that I can get one of my other 3 moves. Because it's great. Sleep Talk on a choice Pokemon is very good, if you're lucky, that is, because Though in Generation 4 it only works once, and they fixed that in Generation 5 that it can work more than once in a row for Sleep Talk if you're choiced in any way, because it presumes in Generation 4 that the move you use, such as Ice Beam, which I was lucky in getting, is the move that you clicked, which it isn't, which is Sleep Talk, and so you can't use Sleep Talk again. But anyway, so yeah, it's pretty good on Scarf Pokemon. They don't have a great move pool like Glaceon, which has a pretty pitiful move pool. In fact, I think mine one is Sleep Talk, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, and Hidden Power something. And you know, if you use Hidden Power and Sleep Talk, it has a pretty atrocious move pool. So here I switched to Giraffe Rig as Death Fodder because I need to keep my Glaceon. Well, I don't need to, but I know Giraffe Rig is pretty useless at the moment. Here, I hope he didn't carry the Thunder Punch, because I knew that Thunder Punch from a physical blaze can take me out. And a Grass Knot, because, I don't know, they'll do about the same damage, so I didn't want a Grass Knot or a Thunder Punch. And Grass Knot is much more common, and I know that Golduck is not heavy. I think it's base 80 Grass Knot move, not base 120, which is its max on something like a Suicune. So it's about base 160 with Life Orb, and it takes me down a lot, and the Life Orb takes me out. So for the second blind switch of this battle, he has 2 guys left, and he switches to Kabutops, so I know his last guy is Lucario. I only have 2 guys left, which is my Gliscor and my Glaceon, which is asleep, so I'm not in the greatest position. But fortunately, he's not either, because I go for the Earthquake. He hoped he was faster, just wanted to scout, but I'm a max speed Jolly, just to outspeed like Jirachi, adamant Jirachis, and it's just good if you want to Taunt or Toxic early. Well, I don't carry Toxic, but Taunt. And fortunately, he doesn't have the Waterfall, which I thought he would have, since it is super effective, and it's pretty strong base power, 120 with stab. So I know I need to keep this Gliscor alive for Lucario, since Glaceon definitely can't take a stab fighting move, because it has very poor defenses. He goes for the Aqua Jet again. I should have really gone for the Roost here again, gone back to full, but I didn't. As you'll see later, it did sort of affect the outcome, or am I lying? No, it didn't really. He goes for the Drain Punch here, which is unusual on a Lucario, though not completely unusual, since normally close combat is used. And just go for the Roost here, playing it safe, hoping I could take whatever attack, since he is now scarfed. Okay, he flees